The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual guests.
What's going on, my mafia out there? Welcome to the Armed Citizen Podcast. This is episode number 368. We are streaming live on YouTube as always. We're over on X, or the artist formerly known as Twitter, and we are over out on Rumble simulcasting at this point. So if you're out there, any of those live chats, go ahead and say something. We don't know that you're out there unless you do say something. If you want to text into the show, yes, you can text into the show. Utilize the Ghost Tactical Hotline presented by our good friends over at Wilder Tactical. That number is 530-364-4678. Once again, send us those texts and all that, and go check out our good friends over at wildertactical.com. You guys know, if you've been watching my channel at all, in my opinion, they make the best, what do you call it, war belts, duty belts, whatever. They make the best belt in the world. But they also have a lot of gear. If you're a gear junkie like I am, then go check out wildertactical.com and tell them Ghost sent you. If you are out there watching this in replay or listening to this in podcast form, go ahead and utilize the comment section below and tell us how ugly we are, how bad we are, and like the normal stuff, right? The normal stuff. But we do invite you to join us every Tuesday. Well, tonight case being Wednesday, but every Tuesday night at 7 Central over on the YouTube channel, and join the live studio audience. We have a lot of good people over here, and I say good people. I say that very loosely. Some of them are very loose people, I'm assuming, but no, we have some good people over here. And if you're into the gun thing and or just getting into it, you want to meet some like-minded people, come say what's up. If you're a veteran, really anybody, but especially if you're a veteran and you're in that hole and you're in the darkness, call me, text me, email me 24/7. I cannot give you medical advice, but I can probably walk you through some stuff, talk you through some stuff. More importantly, I can just sit there and listen if that's what you need. But yeah, I'm definitely here for you. But if you are looking to get some medical attention, remember two things. One, you are not alone in this fight. You have a lot of brothers out here that are willing and able to help you in any way possible. And two, the world is a much better place with you in it. So please, utilize the Veteran Crisis Hotline, 1-800-273-8255. Once again, 1-800-273-8255, or text the word TALK to 741-741. We are, we are spotlighting, as always, United States Marine Corps. If you have any questions on what it takes to earn the title of United States Marine, see the website marines.com. And as always, we are proud members of the Firearms Radio Network and the Self-Defense Radio Network. So go check out all your favorite pro-gun, pro-toy podcasts over at firearmsradio.net and selfdefenseradio.net. Let's get this off of my ugly mug and say hello to the merry band of morons. Oh, how you doing? How you doing? So we were talking and we were trying to sing and talk as if we were the lead singer of Creed. Why? Because Ginger played us something that none of us can get out of our heads now. So Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. So let's start with that bastard. No, let's not start with him because screw him. He's got an announcement he needs to make. But we'll start from the guy from the weirdest state that you know, the only state that has 4 letters, takes 2 people to spell it, and lose to Michigan for 4 years in a row. From Ohio, and I think this year was his fault. He was so excited the first time he's going to an Ohio State-Michigan game, and they lose. So I don't know. I'm just saying you might get a letter from Ohio State saying, please, we'll pay you not to come to the next game. And so we'll see. From the 740, we got Chris. What's up, homie?
Not much, man. Had a good day. I finally range opened back up Monday, so
whoop, whoop.
I moved my schedule around and went filming all day. So I got the first shots done with the Influencer X and the Disruptor X.
Nice.
And I got my review done on the C&H Precision Comp Green Dot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Good day. But I'll tell you what, the older I get, I don't like the cold. It was cold out there today.
It was, I mean, it wasn't like as cold as it has been here. It was like high 40s, but the wind was blowing pretty hard, so it made it pretty crisp.
That was the worst part today. It was 28, but we had like the wind was between 10 and 15 mile an hour, and that's what made it miserable. So other than that, we got it done. So glad to be back shooting finally.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it is a special Wednesday. I forgot it is Wednesday. My whole life is just kind of screwed right now. But yeah, obviously I was not around yesterday, so we were doing it tonight. I was gone for a couple days, taking a much needed break from life, seeing some old Marine buddies, and drinking way too much in Nashville. So it is what it is. But yes. Uh-oh. He's going to Ginger likes being fisted. Ooh, did I say that out loud? Oh, okay. Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a Ginger, my lord, and a flatbed Ford. From the Gun Owners of America and Fully Loaded Reviews, we have Joel. John, the Ginger soulless bastard. I think I'm still drunk. What's up, homie?
What's up, homie? You know,
I don't know.
We're here. Man. It's a beautiful day. Big announcement.
It's Friday. You ain't got a job. I'm getting you high tonight. Yeah, you guys have a little bit of announcement. Like you kind of spilled the beans a little bit last week, but it's official now, huh?
It's official. We have announced goals 2025 for Knoxville, Tennessee.
Is it me or does his microphone sound like it's not turned on?
Did it do that? Hold on.
It sounds like you're like talking through your camera microphone.
Hold on. I did it.
It doesn't sound bad. It just sounds like you're far away.
How about now?
Ah, there it is. There's that sexy Ginger voice.
God, I did a podcast on something else the other day. It did that too.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. No, I mean, it didn't sound bad before. It just all of a sudden started to sound like you were far away, you know?
Yeah. Well, okay. Big announcement. Goals 2025, Knoxville, Tennessee. Again, August 9th and 10th. We're going to have big names there. And there's a possibility that we'll have an FBI director at Goals.
Whoop.
Cash Patel. And we're looking at, we're super excited. Everybody's already reached out. Vendors, if you will be getting an email this week with all the information to lock in your booth and stay or upgrade. We want to see the largest Anderson booth ever get bigger. Yeah. Just saying.
Y'all had a pretty decent sized booth last time.
That was the biggest booth Anderson's ever done, Kyle said.
Yeah.
Biggest booth.
That's what she said.
But we won't go there yet. We'll make our escape to something else as we go.
Escape. On, let's go there. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Wow. But I'm not going to get that out of my head. I don't
know. It's been stuck in my head all day. So, yeah. But, I'm not going to be nitpicky about what we're doing.
All right. So what video was that on, by the way?
That was on the Dira DY9 video, the Rock Island Dira video.
All right. So not now. But I need the Mafia to do me a solid. When this is over tonight, go over to Fully Loaded Reviews to the Rock Island video. Probably his last video that came out. Second to last video. You'll be able to find it. And apparently there was a comment made stating like you shouldn't nitpick. But he didn't say nitpick. He said nitpick. And I don't want everyone to go there and troll this guy. So
okay, well here's the comment. This is how good it is. Now I'm going to raise my voice when he goes full caps because he goes full caps at one point.
So he starts
Yeah.
screaming at you.
Yeah,
Okay.
he goes, "You people that review the
Oh,
DY9 gun."
he starts out strong with you people,
You
huh?
people that review this DY9 gun are giving this gun a bad review, nitpicking on dumb shit, poop emoji. The gun is not bad, and for the price, it is good. No, you can be satisfied with any gun. Enjoy the gun and stop nitpicking on dumb shit. If anyone that doesn't like the green dot, get a magic marker and does wonders. Shake my head with people.
Stand by.
Yeah.
Stand by. Robert's out there. Sends $100 super chat. Says goodbye, Ray. What the hell, dude? Thank you. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you, brother. $100. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what to say, but thank you. That's crazy. Thank you, man. I appreciate you very much. So yeah, I want to go over there, and we want to. It is a tidbit nipply here, so you know, since you're nitpicking, let's go over there and have some fun with this guy, and
Yeah, I don't understand. I was being we gave it a glowing review, which means he didn't watch it all the way through. He only watched the part where he got mad that we were saying things.
Well, dude, no, let's be honest. No one's going to sit there and watch a 37-minute review video.
Hey, listen, this video was only don't want it to go 24 minutes long. It was a short.
Oh, so it's a short. Yeah, it's a short for you. Oh, okay.
It's a short for me.
Yeah. Right
so,
on. All right.
Go to Kyle.
Wow. Yeah.
He can Kyle can take you higher.
Can you take me higher? From Anderson Manufacturing. And apparently he's man, you're rocking a GOA hat. Look at that. We got our buddy Kyle. What's up, homie? You were gone last week in the woods, man. How was the trip?
It was a good trip, man. Got to see some Marines just like you, and
therapy can go a long way, can it not?
Oh, amen, brother.
Like I got home yesterday and I had to stop by into work, and one of the girls that works there, I guess, told Yoko today, she's like, man, he looked happy yesterday. And she was like, well, he probably was. He was probably still drunk, but no, it was good. It was good, man. I enjoyed it. So you guys, did you get one? Did you get yourself one this year? Nice.
Yeah, I got me a buck. So
I was just trying to play to the audience, but it was a good looking buck too. You got a pretty good size buck.
Yeah, 9-pointer. I don't do all the measurements on the rack and all that stuff, but
yeah,
very, very nice mature buck.
What'd you shoot him with?
350 Legend.
350 Legend.
Yes,
do you remember? Do you know what the distance was roughly?
94 yards this time. So
94.
Within 100. So
nice.
Yep.
Nice. Awesome. That's awesome. Did everybody else get one, or were you the only one that got one?
No. So we got another buck, a 6-pointer, a nice mature, like wide rack 6-point, and then a big fat doe. So.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yep.
Some good meat then, basically.
Yeah, everybody's freezers are full, so we're good to go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Triple S out there says congrats on the buck. Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. How was the weather?
Frigid, man. It was cold. And Ohio has been experiencing the same thing we have. It's been pretty mild. Like we've been in the 70s in November and December, and that's not typical
it's been
for
cold this year here, man. Here it's been cold this year. And it like the South's been colder than the North almost, or the Midwest, whatever you want to call it.
Well, that temp dropped for deer season opening or modern gun season, and it pushed these deer into the rut. So they hadn't even been in the rut yet. We didn't know they were in the rut, and
interesting.
That pulls the bucks out. It makes the bucks walk out and do crazy things that they wouldn't typically do. So
yeah, that's good stuff. Were you gonna say something, Chris?
Oh, I didn't want him to say exactly where he was, but you were in Ohio, right? Like what part of?
Up near like Pittsburgh and West Virginia, where
Oh, okay.
kinda,
Yeah, you're way up.
Yep.
So that was like what? That's like northeast Ohio.
Yep.
Okay.
What, like Ashtabula, Steubenville?
He doesn't want to give his location away.
Yeah, I can't drop the location, dude.
Come on, we gotta know where all the Bucks are.
We did go through Steubenville.
They're gone now. These guys took care of them.
But yeah, great time, man. Great
Awesome.
time.
That's
Now
awesome.
let's go now.
Let's go now. Let's do the polls.
Wait,
You guys
real
know
quick,
that every Thursday. What's up?
real quick. For all you football fans out there, Bill Belichick just signed a contract with North Carolina.
3-year, $30 million.
No.
I saw a 5-year.
It's a 3-year
Let's see.
deal with an option. With options.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could do an auto, but yeah, the original is 3-year, $30 million to coach college football in North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
There
Is that so
goes.
he could be close to his girlfriend?
Isn't she a student there?
Probably.
Closer to the dorms.
I wonder how long it's going to take for Gronk to be the tight ends coach. Can you imagine Gronk going crazy at a freaking college campus? Oh my God.
We needed Belichick in Cincinnati so bad. God bless it. Oh well.
How
I
long
don't
until he
know.
hires
I don't know the
Saban?
validity of this, but have you heard who the Bears are at least interested in?
I have not.
Gruden.
I
I'd
thought
love.
he got run out of football.
He got canceled because he
Got
said
canceled because he said some stuff, but
some guy's lips looked like Michelin tires.
but it is what it is. What's up, Mark? How you doing, buddy?
What if Belichick hires Saban?
Oh my God.
you know what?
North Carolina
Like-
be a powerhouse.
Man, can you imagine the recruiting class they would get?
It'd be insane.
But I'm
Just
fairly
like
certain
recruiting.
that Saban. What's up?
Just the recruiting class they're going to get with Belichick there. The
Yeah.
amount of kids that are going to want to play under him. It's going to be nuts.
Tom Brady will be the quarterback's coach. Teddy Bruschi will be the linebackers coach.
Oh man.
He'll bring back Vrabel.
Is he out of a job? I thought he was a DC somewhere.
No, he's like he's a defensive. He's not an assistant. He's a defensive something for the Browns right now.
Oh, probably like one of those, what do they call them? Consultants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's go down here. I saw something. We'll do the polls in a second. Jacob says, question, anybody know what an M1919 semi-auto is valued at cause? I'm seeing one at auction that ends in 3 days. Like a Brownie 1919? Like machine gun 1919? I didn't know there was a semi. Is there
You can get
M1919?
semis. They're like 10,
semi-auto?
11 grand.
Let's go to Gunbroker. Let's find out. Buy now for 5,000. 5,000 is what I see on Gunbroker, but that doesn't mean anything.
says
Right now it's like 2.5K. I mean, if you got 2.5K, then fuck yeah, it's worth it. Here's the thing about anything, right? And it's not just cars, it's not guns, it's anything and anything, right? That gun is worth whatever it's worth for you. If you want to spend $5,000 on it, then for you, it's worth $5,000. If you want to spend if $2,500 sounds good to you and you've got it and it's, whatever, and you want to do that, then that's what that gun's worth. Now, if you're asking me what it's worth to, like, maybe you could flip it, here's the thing. $2,500, that thing is probably not ever going to go below that, right? Over time. it may not jump up to 25,000, but stuff like that, it's the value is never gonna go away. So I mean, you'll be able to get your money back from it, but it probably won't ever drop below 2,500. So that's my opinion. What do you guys think? A 1919, I guess you say it was an A6 or A4, or what did he say it was? Did he say?
He didn't say.
He didn't say.
Somebody said somebody was making A4 models years ago for $1,000.
Yeah. The one that was for 5,000 was an A6. The one that was for, I think, whatever it was like maybe an A4. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, man, it's just one of those things. Well, yeah, because there's not a whole lot because they don't come up for auction. It's an A4. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I didn't even know there was a semi-auto. But I mean, I would say that $2,500 will be the lowest it's ever at. So I mean, you'll be able to recover your money if you ever want to get out of it. But that thing's worth whatever you think it's worth, whatever you're willing to pay. That's what that thing's worth. What do you guys think about buying something like that?
Do it.
Yeah, if you want it,
It'd be more fun if it was full auto.
I think this would be pretty damn fun. Let's just be honest.
I'm sure you could make some upgrades.
I bet you
Just don't tell the
can figure
government.
it out.
Yeah. And if you do, you might end up like Luigi.
You leave Luigi.
So here's the thing. So you buy that thing for $2,500, spend $200 on a tax stamp, upgrades, let's say, are $2,500. You got $5,000 into it for something that could be worth $25,000. It's not a bad way to go.
If it's not a pre-64, you can't do anything. Or 84, you can't do anything with it. You'd have to become an SOT to do it. Because it'd be a post
If it's
sample.
not a pre-84, I'm sure it's pre-84.
No, but it's got to be manufactured as a machine gun before 84. So it'd have to be a post sample.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah. The tripod sold separate. You know what? The cool thing about that, unless you really wanted to have its own tripod, like the real one, you could manufacture a tripod for that. Pretty simple if you got any metal skills at all. That's a good point. Mark says you could probably make money on that just lending out to museums. I mean, that's a fair point too. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying go buy. I'm not going to say as a mid-20s kid that I think that it's the greatest decision to go spend $2,500 on 1919, but it wouldn't be the worst decision. You would I put it this way, you could buy it for $2,500 and probably put it back on the market the next day and at least get your money back. So that's what it is. All right.
Let's go there.
Let's go there. Let's go there. You guys know that every Thursday, Saturday, and Monday at 10 o'clock on our YouTube community tab, we have our pony polls. Ooh, ooh. All right. I need like strobe lights going on. Let's go have some fun with the things kind of Christmas related for obvious reasons. Which one? Real quick, candy canes or Hershey's Kisses? Ginger, candy canes or Hershey Kisses?
Go Hershey Kisses.
Really, you chocolate guy?
Yeah, I'm a chocolate guy, but candy canes, like, they gotta be like, if you're talking like the original mint candy canes, I'm not a big fan of. I like the Warhead ones and the other ones that are out there.
I don't even know who you are.
So chocolate's where it's at. Hershey Kisses you can have all year round, man. Like, they're just they hit different, especially if you put them on top of cookies. You let them melt a little.
Yoko's telling me to tone it down. Apparently she can hear me. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Because you went there.
Let's just see what she has to say about that. She might be flying this door open, throwing shit at me. So if I start ducking, just, Kyle, candy canes or Hershey? I ignored Ginger when he started saying that candy canes. Okay. Candy canes or Hershey Kisses?
Unpopular opinion here. They're both trash.
Really?
Yeah. I'm more of a hug guy, if anything, when it comes to the Hershey. But yeah, you won't catch me selecting either one of those at the candy table. So I'm with John though. I can do some candy canes. They gotta be like Starburst, Sweet Tarts, the Warhead ones.
What is wrong with you people?
And then, like I said, the Hershey's, they gotta be like Hershey's almonds or Hershey's.
Yeah, I don't do chocolate, so I'm not a big Hershey kid. Like I will every now and then just to have like something, but I'm not a big chocolate guy. But
now,
like, my favorite is like I love like candy canes. I could eat candy canes year round, like the original like candy canes. I love peppermint.
Really,
I do.
No.
I do.
What I will do is take a candy cane and drop it in my hot chocolate.
Some good shit right there. Oh, hot chocolate sounds good.
Yeah.
Yoko sends a very unflattering text back to me.
She said, "Let's go there."
Let's go there. So if I would ask her if she'd make me some hot chocolate, what do you think that would? Let's see here. Let's find out what Yoko's.
You better make your escape. Come on.
Would you like to make me some hot chocolate and bring it to me?
All I can hear when you say hot chocolate is that the pony, or what is it, the Polar Express when they sing that hot chocolate song.
Oh, see, the Polar Express thing never watched it. My wife and daughter used to love that stuff, so I don't like all the references for Polar Express or whatever it's called. I don't get it.
I never watched that one either, John. I'm sorry.
Look, we're all adults here. Like we're like actual adults.
The wife wanted to watch it the other night. It's her favorite.
See, everything's Hot Yoga's fault.
Gotta have something to blame it on.
Oh, Midnight Range.
I got a hot take on the next one.
That's amazing. I just get a text from Midnight Range. He sent me a whole platter worth of ribeyes. Oh, that's amazing. I'm not jealous at all. Okay. Chris, candy canes, Hershey Kisses.
Man, I got to go with Kyle on this. These are like my two least favorite things when it comes to candy. But if I'm going to pick one, I'm going to take the Hershey Kiss, but I don't think I really want one.
Okay. Like, what's your go-to Christmas candy? Do you have one?
Oh, well, I'm going to go with the Reese Peanut Butter Cup.
But that's not like Christmas candy. That's candy you eat year round.
Yeah, they do. They make the little Christmas tree.
Yeah, he meant to say the Reese's Christmas tree.
Yeah, the Christmas trees taste better.
Okay. So,
I got one.
I was real quick. Yeah, the grandma candy, like the strawberry, it's wrapped up like in the green and red wrapper, like grandma's always had in their purses or in their thing. Little strawberry candies. What do you think about that? It was pretty good or no?
I think they're fire, personally.
I love them.
Yeah, I kind of like those.
I love them. Ginger, fuck you.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Okay, whatever. All right, what were you gonna say, Kyle?
My favorite Christmas candy, if this is considered candy, is technically a cookie, but it's the white fudge Oreos.
I never had those.
It's basically an Oreo just covered in white fudge.
Doesn't sound bad.
I mean, if we're going like sweets, like the best Christmas sweet is the Hostess Christmas tree cakes.
Oh, that's like the hunting.
The Hostess or like the little, like the white ones with like the green and red thing?
They're not Hostess
or the little
No,
Debbie?
those are Little Debbie. Sorry,
Yeah,
Little
okay.
Debbie Christmas tree. Yeah,
because I love Hostess. Like my favorite little thing is like a Hostess cupcake. So I like Hostess stuff, but I don't remember them having like a Christmas. I thought that was Little Debbie, which is fine.
My wife over the weekend took the Christmas tree cakes and mixed them in like a cheesecake filling and made a dip out of it. They dipped graham crackers in it. It was really, really good.
Oh yeah, I've seen that out on the internet right now. It looks good.
Yep.
That's interesting. I never heard of that. Interesting. Wow. Okay. 84% agree with you, freakers, that Hershey Kisses was the way to go. I'm so disappointed. I'm just so disappointed. I don't understand this.
G23, the Coca-Cola Oreos are disgusting. Like, there's no saving them. They're
No.
not
I'm a
great.
Coca-Cola like fiend, but no. Does gingerbread with those candies that are hot for buttons with frosting count? I don't consider that candy. Like gingerbread houses are its own little like thing, you know.
But what, is he talking about the cinnamon red hots? The little cinnamon candies that you put as the buttons?
Yeah, red hot. I mean, I
Yeah.
love red hots. So now those are candy, but like gingerbread and all that, I don't consider gingerbread like it's because it's more of a cookie. This isn't one of the polls. We'll do this in a little bit. We'll go through the polls first. All right. We're starting the best Christmas movie bracket. The number one, this is by me, my 4 favorite Christmas movies. Okay. So we're going to do 1 versus 4. Then next week, go 2 versus 3 and all of that. But this week was 1 versus 4. In my opinion, the number 1 seed Christmas Vacation versus the number 4 seed Elf. What say you, Kyle?
This is tough.
It is tough.
That's a strong 4 seed.
It is a very strong 4 seed, no doubt about it. Some people might consider it their 1 seed.
A lot would, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna have to say the OG here and go with Christmas Vacation. Although neither one of those would be my number 1.
Oh, really? What would be your number 1?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to ruin the bracket for next week.
All right, so next week the 2 seed is Home Alone, and the 3 seed is A Christmas Story.
Oh yeah, I'm not on there.
Hold on, let me check. I think that's what I did. Yeah, number 2 Home Alone, number 3 A Christmas Story. So,
and it's gonna sound weird because this is like kind of like, I don't know. It's not a very popular movie, I don't feel like, but 8 Crazy Nights.
Not bad.
With Adam Sandler.
No, not bad. It's a top 10, but it's not top 4.
Isn't that considered
Die
a
Hard's number
Hanukkah?
1. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's not. Like even Bruce Willis says it's not a Christmas movie.
Isn't 8 Crazy Nights considered a Hanukkah movie? If we're talking
Have you
Christmas
ever seen
movie.
it?
Well,
Yeah, it's a Hanukkah movie.
For me, it's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas time movie.
Die Hard's a Christmas time movie too. There.
Here we go. This is gonna be the whole show.
No, because I can just kick his ass out. It's all good. You know, it's not a problem.
The Die Hard argument's played out, man.
It is. It's so. Even Bruce Willis has publicly said it is not a Christmas movie. So
He's got dementia. He doesn't count.
Oof.
wow.
You hate to see that.
Yeah. Christmas Vacation or Elf?
I got to go Vacation. I like Elf, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
they're
like
all-
it as
they're
much
all
as
great.
that.
There's a reason why it's my number 1 seed. It's the only one. Are you serious? Oh my God, you are. She made me hot chocolate and didn't throw it on me. I thought she's at least gonna throw it at me. My God.
You're spoiled, man.
So I get a text from oh my God. I get a text from Midnight Range TM. The Shack extra large gummies, best Christmas candy. So the Shackalicious. Yeah. Hold on.
Hey, those gummies are actually pretty good. I picked up the sour ones.
Oh my God. I can't say shit about my wife ever again. She literally brought me hot chocolate. I was just fucking joking with her. Love you, Yoko. Ginger, Vacation or Elf?
I mean, they're both. We've already established they're both great movies, but now it comes down to quotable lines, and Angry Elf, and Good night, Mr. Narwhal, or Goodbye, Mr. Narwhal. But then you got Shitters Full.
Angry Elf.
I'm gonna go with Elf. I'm sorry, Elf is it's so good.
Bye,
There's no
buddy.
time.
Hope-
Bye, buddy.
Buddy.
Bye, Mr.
The
Narwhal.
Lincoln Tunnel. That is a good one. It is a good one. That was the first movie that I remember. I'm not saying it was, but like the what is her name? Zoe, whatever her name is. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing I remember seeing her in. Yeah.
Isn't Christmas Vacation? I haven't watched it yet this year, so I need a refresher.
Yep.
But isn't that where they're sitting at dinner and they're like, Grandma, why don't you say the prayer? And she said, I pledge allegiance.
Play ball. And then she hears something. She hears a squirrel in the tree. She says, "Do y'all hear that?" He goes, "You couldn't hear a Mack truck if it was driving through your living room." And then it was like a squirrel. It's great.
She wrapped her cat.
Yeah.
She wrapped her
And
cat.
Then at the end,
it had the fruit salad or whatever it was, and it had the shits all over it.
at the end, she sings the Star Spangled Banner.
That's what he was saying. Like, play ball.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What a great movie. Christmas Vacation. 78% were correct that chose Christmas Vacation. I love Elf, but of these two.
Did you get Chris? Did Chris say something?
Yeah, he said Vacation.
Oh.
You're the only fucking weirdo that says Elf. Then again, he doesn't like candy canes either.
That
Way
fucking tracks.
to pay attention, John.
I didn't hear. I'm sorry, Chris.
Whatever. Real quick, I'm gonna make the comment out there, and Chris isn't gonna like this. I don't give a shit. You guys know how I feel about Chris. Chris is pushing towards 10,000 subs, right? So I need a favor of everyone out there. I need the Mafia working again. If you're not, which I'm sure most people that are watching this, or at least in the live chat, are already, but if you're listening to some replay, listening to podcasts, and you're not, I'm asking everyone to go over to Chris from the 740's channel and go subscribe to him. He's getting close to 10,000 subscribers, bro. That's awesome. First off, congrats. It's a big deal. It's a big deal, and you 100% deserve it.
Amen.
But, yeah, go help Chris out. Let's get him to 10,000 before he goes a shot. How about that? That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Going a shot.
That would be cool. Yeah.
And the 10K, you have to get a row. We'll have to make you a row for the 10K club, you know.
I want to say something. I'm 91 away from 1,000 now.
Are you really? I didn't know you were that close.
Yeah, we hit
go over to Foil Loader Reviews and subscribe to Ginger also, you know, or subscribe to Kurt. You get Ginger, but you know.
Well, first go subscribe to Chris. Then you can come over and subscribe to us because Chris needs to get to 10,000. We're just close to 1,000. He's got the bigger milestone.
And then while y'all are out there in the interwebs, go to the Gundies and vote for Ghost Tactical for Instructor of the Year.
Do not go vote for me.
I'm starting the grassroots campaign right now. My favorite firearm instructor is Ghost Tactical.
Oh, vote 100% vote for Ghost. I voted 14 times already for Ghost.
Yes. And GOA, State of the Second. Ben's up there, Sanderson.
Ben's up there. We're close. We're almost top 5 now. We got an update on the voting.
What they're not telling you is that Sean Ryan is like,
Sean Ryan is murdering the crap out of everybody.
Like, it is what it is. But
yeah,
no, Sean's a good dude. First off, he does a great job. But yeah, I mean, you know, go vote for Ginger and stay the second for Clover's on there for Male Influencer of the Year. I thought I was going to say Male Enhancement of the Year, but I read that wrong.
Yeah, and Clover's got some stout competition in there.
Yeah. Why are you being so nitpicky about what you're talking about?
Exactly. I'm surprised that Chris didn't get like breakthrough this year.
That's what I was thinking. Breakout. I gotta start getting involved in these Gundies. What is it? You gotta put in like a certain amount of nominations, or
I have no idea. I don't know how the nomination
process works. One vote.
I just get like an email said I was nominated. I've been nominated the last 3 years. 2 years ago, I was nominated for Male Influencer of the Year. Last year, I was nominated for 2 years ago, I was nominated for Podcast of the Year with this podcast. Last year was Male Influencer of the Year, and then this year was Instructor of the Year, which is hilarious to me. But yeah.
Well, right now you get 1 vote per day, and then you'll get another vote.
You
And
can vote more than once.
You get 1 vote per category per day.
I didn't know how this works.
Yeah.
So. You can tell that
And
I really put a lot of effort into this, right?
Chris, I did nominate you as Breakout Creator of the Year,
but they don't like his nomination. So
yeah, but I think they took Matt because Matt really grew this year too.
Yeah, Matt.
RTT's
definitely cranked out. He packed the subscribers on this year. Yeah.
It's amazing what you can do when you buy them. I'm just kidding, Matt. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Yeah, don't get him fucking riled up, man.
Mark says, speaking of voting, I'm hearing rumors that Brandon might be picked as head. So here's the thing. Brandon is not going to be picked for head of the ATF. He did put something out there saying he would love to do the job. And if Trump would want him, he would most definitely say yes. Let's be honest, as much as I think it'd be awesome to have someone like that as head of the ATF, it would not be a good idea. Politically, it would be a terrible idea. He wouldn't know how the rest of that organization would be going behind his back politically, just killing him. He wouldn't know how to maneuver through the political side. Would you want him to be maybe a spokesman for the ATF or something? Well, obviously, yeah. But head of the ATF, that's nothing to saying that Brandon is dumb, but that's a whole nother ball game, right? That's a whole nother level. I know that he came out and said something. I know that Mike Glover said that he would be interested in something like that as well. There's been several that have put videos out there, but it is what it is. Yeah.
So what's Cash going to be then, John? Is he going to be the head of the FBI or is he going to be the ATF director?
Right now, he's nominated for FBI director.
Okay.
And then there is Brandon is not nominated for ATF, but ATF hasn't come out yet, so I can't publicly say anything.
Like I said, I'm not saying that I don't like Brandon, but I think that would be a mistake. That's just my opinion. You need someone that can maneuver through the politics, because here's the thing. It sounds crazy, which y'all don't understand. In the ATF, the firearm side is about 2% of what they do. The alcohol and tobacco is about 98%. And in our realm, in our niche, like we would like the firearm side of the ATF to be it's very tiny. They're talking alcohol and tobacco. Those are huge, massively huge things. So the firearm part of it's not that big. Now, if he wants to be a consultant for the firearms division of that, I'm all for that. But you're talking about ATF is alcohol, tobacco, firearms. Like that's a massive, massive job. So yeah. Anyways, our last poll, real quick. Let's get through this. This came from Ginger last week. He said, let's do a Christmas movie gun bracket. So I really didn't want to do a bracket, so I just picked what I thought were two pretty iconic Christmas movie guns. The Beretta 92 from Lethal Weapon and the Red Ryder BB gun from A Christmas Story. Chris, which one?
Definitely going Red Ryder.
There we go. Ginger? And no, I didn't put the MP5 because that's not a Christmas gun.
So you're saying that Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie?
Just to fuck with you. Absolutely.
But Die Hard's not.
No, it's not. But I just did that. I wanted you to cringe when I put Lethal Weapon ahead of Die Hard for Christmas movies.
The MP5 wouldn't even have been fun because we already know Ghost
that might have been like the first 100% to 0% vote. I mean, right? So we all know how that would have gone.
Let's see. I'm going to go with the 1500 round carbine action Red Ryder BB gun because you'll shoot your eye out, kid.
See, Coop says Ghost Tactical is completely broken at this point. He's not happy that I don't consider Die Hard a Christmas movie. He was chastising me, gentlemen, earlier in the chat. Chastising, I say. Kyle, Red Rider or the Beretta?
You'll
taking the war,
shoot
they're taking the war.
your eye out.
You'll shoot your eye out. No, 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 no.
Red Rider.
Absolutely. Fra ra 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 ra. Great movie.
Rah, 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 rah,
It's
rah,
fried
rah.
rice, you plick. I say that to Reese all the time. It's fried rice, you plick. So, fuck you. So good. So good. 1.1 thousand votes. 70% say the Red Rider BB gun. The fact that the Beretta still got 30% is kind of amazing, actually. It was a little. I did not think that would happen, but the
Because
Red
you
Rider,
said Lethal and then not Die Hard.
probably, yeah. Ghost is mashed. Too much of the glass pipe thinking Die Hard. I'm still trying to sober up, so that's what it is. Had a good time in Nashville. Oh my god. Ugh.
Hey, that Kid Rock honky tonk you're at, that place
Bro.
is fire. I
You
love
ever been
that.
there?
Yeah.
Bro,
It's
I
like-
heard, in my opinion, I've been to hundreds of concerts in my life. This band that, so we, this sounds so bad. We got there at about 11:45 Monday. We were drinking, starting at 11:45 that morning. And we stayed there for about 6 hours because we had lunch there and then all that. Then we went other places and all that. But we were there for about 6 hours. And each band did like a 2-hour set. And there was a band there. And I swear to you, like, so the guitar player, who's also one of the singers, used to be Joe Diffie's guitar player. If you guys are familiar with bluegrass at all, you know Joe Diffie is. And then there was a guy and this girl that are brother and sister, I believe. And they are one of the best bands I've ever heard. Now, they were playing all cover songs, right? So it was all like just having fun. They were jumping up on the bar and like it was unbelievable. So then the next band comes on and they were equally as good. Then the next band is like, oh my God. So I don't know what the process is for people to get on Kid Rock stage, but it's probably pretty high because every band we heard playing at Kid Rock's place was amazing. And I'm saying it was just Monday, right? Monday at noon. And that place was packed with the live bands. Like, this is insane. But yeah, we had went to a great steakhouse. If you guys are ever in Nashville, it's a little pricey, but it's well worth it. It's called Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse. Fantastic. One of the best steaks I've ever had in my life. Maybe not as good as we're going to have in January, but it was pretty damn good. But yeah, I had a great time. Got to sing with some friends, and Yoko was gracious enough to give me a 48-hour pass. She said, just come home, and I made it home, so it's all good. But yeah, those are the pony poll. I should wait till Kyle gets back. He's getting some water, I think. Oh, wait, I was going to ask something. We were talking about, I said, no, I'll do this afterwards. Oh, that's what we're going to do because he said he would be his first. So we'll wait till, Kyle. Ginger, if you had to choose your favorite Christmas movie, what is it?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to do the one with what's his name? Bruce something.
Oh, that movie with his name. Yeah.
Bruce something.
Okay, aside from Die Hard, like an actual Christmas movie, what's your favorite actual Christmas movie?
I'm gonna go Christmas Story, but the new one that just came out, Dear Santa, which is if
Dear
the kid
Satan?
is
What the fuck are you watching?
no, the kid is dyslexic and he put Dear Satan. It's pretty funny and good. It's on Paramount. It's pretty good. It's got Jack Black. Jack Black's in it. So it's pretty good.
I know yours is what, 8 Crazy Nights? As you said, Kyle.
Wait a second here. Well, I missed the question. I was grabbing water.
Your favorite all-time Christmas movie?
Favorite all time? Yeah, it's 8 Crazy Nights, man.
Yeah.
I love that
That's
movie.
where I got the idea to ask that because you said that, and so I want to get their opinion. So, Chris, all-time favorite Christmas movie?
I got a good Christmas Story.
Yeah,
My
nice.
favorite.
Yeah. You guys talk amongst ourselves here. Do you guys like any of the old ones, like Holiday Inn, or all of those White Christmas, or what was the one with Jimmy Stewart that plays like every year?
I love Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn's a good one. Yeah, it
That's
is.
old school.
It's old school, black and white, and yeah. I love Chris. I grew up watching that shit, so
yeah. What's that one?
Outside of Die Hard, Gremlins. I could go with Gremlins. I love Gremlins. I would. Once again, I know that it is tied to Christmas. I don't think when I think of Christmas movies, I don't think of Gremlins, but I do love Gremlins as a movie.
It's a Wonderful Life.
That's what I was talking about with Jimmy Stewart. Yeah, it's like every year it gets old, but it's still a great movie. Like it's still a classic.
Original Rudolph.
This, if you're sitting on the couch and you're going through the shows,
yeah,
and one of the old cartoons comes on, do you still watch? Like
I do. I love it. The stop motion stuff. Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah.
Who's the ginger guy with the carries the pistols on him?
Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius.
He is. That's why I watch Rudolph. He's smart. He stays strapped all the time.
He's always strapped, man.
The original, like the what we know as the Rudolph movie is a great one. Great one.
Yeah. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Rudolph the red. Scrooge, that was a pretty good one. Yeah. Charlie Brown. I mean, the old Charlie Brown. I mean, who doesn't like Charlie Brown? Let's just be honest. Charlie Brown's great.
I watched the Charlie Brown Christmas special all day.
We all did grow. Well, Ginger didn't because he was too young. He didn't remember that, but
I watched the Charlie Brown Christmas movie. It's also mean. That poor kid just gets beat up and picked on all the time.
Yeah,
poor Charlie Brown.
Lucy's a savage.
Yep. Yeah, she was. Peppermint Patty and Linus, and great. All right. Those are our pony polls. Go check out our friends over Anderson Manufacturing. All their social medias are out there. If you feel like going over there and purchasing something, then my God, we can save some money. Utilize. We have discount codes. Everyone in here has discount codes. Chris from the 740. I think his is Chris from the 740. All one word. Ginger's is what, FLR, or is it Fully Loaded Reviews? Just FLR. FLR. And mine's obviously just real easy, and it's Ghost. We don't receive a dime or penny or any part of this. It's just something that Anderson does for our peeps, and use those codes. If you're going to buy 3 things, use all 3 of the codes. Doesn't matter, but you could save the money. I didn't realize that. Mike says it was the 60th anniversary of the Rudolph thing on NBC Friday. I didn't realize that. That's crazy. 60 years. Yeah, there you go. Triple S is a guy he knew went as Yukon Cornelius for Halloween one year. That's pretty funny.
I feel like Ginger should go as Yukon Cornelius one year.
I mean, he would be dressing up though. That's probably what he wears like Thursday,
Yeah, it's in that's Tuesday afternoon. I go for looking for the Lost Dutchman's gold.
I mean, someone's got to. All right, what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go through the room and we're going to start talking Christmas stuff, but we're going to kind of make it firearm kind of related. So I want to hear you guys out there in the comments as well. First question, we'll go through the room. We'll start with Ginger on this one. We'll give Kyle and Chris a second to think, but I'm going to put Ginger on the spot. Not firearm related on this one, just in general, not as an adult, your whole life. What's the best Christmas present you ever got? Like, is there one thing that sticks out from like when you were a kid or whatever? Like, what's the best Christmas present you ever got?
I guess this isn't firearm related, but technically, yes. The best Christmas present I ever got as a kid was a Red Ryder.
Oh, no shit. Really?
Yeah. My dad got me one Christmas. We went to, there's a place in Ohio called Fin Feather Fur. It's called Fin Feather Fur.
Okay.
They're
It's a
awesome.
it's a big, like, cool, like the original one. If you've ever been to the original one, if you live in Ohio, it's this really dope out in the middle of nowhere store. And he was like, I think it's time, and got me a Red Ryder for Christmas.
Nice.
So
Cobra Night Raven. That's pretty badass. Not gonna lie. All right. Triple S has got the Cobra Night Raven in 1986. There you go. Kyle, best Christmas present ever.
Ginger kind of stole mine, but mine wasn't necessarily a Red Ryder. It was I think it was a Daisy.
Oh yeah, the Daisy. They're made in
But-
Arkansas, actually.
Yeah, it was a BB gun as well, and I was pumped about it. And then my mom never let me shoot it.
Really?
On rare occasions.
Was she afraid that you'd shoot your eye out?
I think so. She had like an old gun cabinet that locked for my grandpa, and she put it in there and locked it up, and I got to look at it a lot, but I did not get to shoot it very often. But man, I was pumped when I got that bad boy.
You were pumped?
Literally. I see what you
like
did
it.
there.
I like it. I like it. Chris, best Christmas present ever. Do you remember?
So it doesn't have to be gun related.
No. This is just like in general, your whole life. Like, is there something that stands out as a kid that was awesome? That was like the best year ever.
Oh yeah. So I still have the Polaroid picture of me standing beside it, but my parents surprised me with one of the AT-AT walkers from the Empire Strikes Back.
Hell yeah.
And that thing was almost
the Lego one, or just the toy?
Yeah, the big tall one.
Oh yeah.
I'm standing like beside it. That thing was like almost
Hell yeah.
over half as tall as I was. But yeah, that was probably my favorite present I ever got.
That's awesome.
I wished I still had that thing. It's probably worth some money now.
I guarantee, especially if it was unopened, it'd be worth a ton. G23, $15 super chat. Thank you, homie. He said, let's remember the men and women who are downrange and won't be home for the holidays to be with their friends and family. Reach out and talk with friends and family this time of year. You never know. Absolutely. Thank you, brother, as always. Yeah, I mean, I've been there. I know, Kyle, you've missed a couple, I'm sure. Now, I say this every year, right? When you're overseas, downrange, and it's Christmas time, like, let's be honest, they do everything they can to make it as awesome as they can, and it's pretty good, right? It's just not the same, you know. It's you're with a different family now. It's not the same, but I don't want people to think that they're out there in foxholes like on Christmas Eve and got nobody. They do what they can to make it as good as they can.
I was in a foxhole for one Christmas, but
all night.
Yes, but
you were the low man on the totem pole then.
Yeah, it was my first deployment.
There you go.
But a captain, I don't know. I don't know if he flew. I'm sure he didn't fly himself, but he came out in a helo, and he dropped off some Cuban cigars for us.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool experience.
So the smoking lamp was good to go for that night, huh?
Yeah, the smoking lamp was on, baby. It was one of those things too, and like I only deployed to Iraq one time, and my other deployments for Afghanistan. But they did this. It's been quite some time now, but they would always do this pilgrimage, right around Christmas time, and we had to set up basically security so they didn't get messed with or any of that stuff. And
I get it.
Yeah. So
I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, I mean, they try to make it as fun and as festive, and usually bring in some decent food. I mean, you know, they try to make it fun, you know, and then they have a little festive party get together and all that stuff. But it's not the same. I mean, and there are people that I tell you what. So when I was 19, first year that I was overseas, missed Christmas. And for a 19-year-old who grew up in a family that like always had huge Christmas, like, you know, it was just huge. then you go from that to being not so much a huge Christmas. You're with your new family. It's all good, but it's not the same. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys. We do send care packages. All this money goes to sending care packages downrange and all that. You guys know that. So I appreciate you very much. And the other part of that is he says, reach out and talk with people. You never know who needs to hear from you. Absolutely. That should be every day, not just during this time of year, but yeah, for sure. And here's another thing that people forget also is this. We talk about this, and I tend to forget about it a little bit as well. But we talk about all of our warriors that can't come home for Christmas. But we also need to keep in mind those families that are here for Christmas without their loved ones. And that's not easy for them either. So make sure that reaching out to them and make sure they got someone or somewhere to be and all of that. So for sure. Mark says, I was in a field hospital one Christmas. Merry Christmas to the doc told me, and she gave me extra morphine. Well, that's pretty good then. That might be your best Christmas present ever is more morphine. Gerald says, best gift, a big box stereo set that didn't even have my name on it because the parents were playing tricks. That's interesting. Man, I remember one Christmas distinctly, and it was like 1982, 1983. I was like 7 years old, I think. And so I guess it was like 1981 or 82. I don't know. It was something like that. And now Chris brings up freaking AT-AT. So now I'm thinking, well, I remember one year I got the Millennium Falcon, and that was fucking amazing. And I not only did I get the toy, but I also got the Millennium Falcon in Legos. So you know how long it took to build that thing in Legos? It was so amazing, but I was so scared that like once I got it built, that it was just going to crash. And like, so like I put it up high to where like I couldn't touch it. But for me, I'm showing my age and I'm showing some weirdness. I was like 7 years old, and I remember I got a set of God's Plaid woodland camis, but for kids. Like I got a set of camis. And I think I wore those like 7, 8 straight days. Like one of my mom was like, well, you got to take those off. You got to wash that, you know. I wore those everywhere. And then the same Christmas, I think my grandfather got me a boombox, like a ghetto blaster. And if you're old enough to know what a ghetto blaster is, you know that those things were the shit back in the day. So I was pretty pimp walking to school like the first day back from school after Christmas. I had my camis on with a fucking boombox, like a 7-year-old just running shit. So that was a pretty good one. I just remember that for some reason I got that. And that same year, it was a pretty good year. I got, and it's kind of gun related because it was, but I got one of those things that it was like a gun that had a little light on it. When you pull the trigger, like kind of like what we have now, but for dry firing. But like it was a little game, and if you hit the target, it registers with like a point and all that. And that was like little 7. It was like a little piece of plastic gun and all that. But yeah, it was crazy. That was a pretty good year for a 7-year-old, man. Nobody could see ghosts as he dude. I was a breakdancing fool, like legit, dude, like legit.
He taught that Australian girl how to dance.
Did look where it took her. It took her all the way to the fucking Olympics, man.
Hey, that Christmas sealed the deal for you becoming a United States Marine right there. You got them.
The funny thing is, you know, if you look back on it, like I never wanted to be in the military. Like that was never a thing. I shouldn't say I didn't want to, but like for me, it was always like just it was college. Like it was college. Like you're going to college, and how life works out sometimes, right? Anyways, all right. So now we're going to talk firearms, and it doesn't have to be like guns, right? It doesn't have to be guns, but in your life, whether it's recently or whenever, like take out your 2 BB guns at this point because you've already used that. Like, what's the coolest gift that you've gotten that's kind of in the firearm realm? We'll start with Kyle. Do you remember like there's a holster or a bag or I don't whatever it is, but something like that's in that niche? Do you remember like the best gift that you got from someone that was kind of gun related?
I think I've only gotten one firearm related gift.
Yeah.
Because I usually tell people like, don't buy me anything firearm related unless it's ammo.
Same.
Just because I have my preferences.
Yeah.
And they're not like always the most popular preferences.
No, I get it.
Actually, no, I take that back. My wife got me a Magpul buttstock one year.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I was like, all right, you got me. But John, do you have a flashlight in your lap?
Sorry.
Is that a light in your lap, or are you just happy to see me? It's so weird. He is so
anyway, weird. The wife last year got me a 1-year membership to my local indoor range, which
sweet. Yeah.
I use it every weekend. So
you can't go wrong with that, you know?
Yeah. So the outdoor range is a far drive. So the indoor range is convenient right there. So when I need to brush up on like my EDC and just train, I'll hit that up real quick, and it's like an hour and a half or something. And
yeah.
Go about my day. So
hell yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Chris, what about you?
I don't think I've ever got like a firearm related gift. I haven't either. I do remember. The closest thing I guess my daughter got me a gift card to a big gun shop down in Little Rock. You know, she got me that one year. So I guess that's a gift card for a gun shop is something. But yeah. A few years ago, it was like right when I very first started on YouTube, my father-in-law got Christian a new Golden Boy. And
oh shit. That's a good
and
Christmas.
then we took that. And that was kind of fun because I
would have confiscated the shit out of that, and he never would have seen it.
But he was excited to get that out and shoot it, and we took it to the range and made a video with it. So that was kind of fun. It wasn't my gun, but it was still a cool experience. So.
You have access to it though, so.
Oh yeah, it's in my safe.
Exactly, it's in your safe. Mark says his grandfather gave him his Garand for Christmas. God bless. It's pretty cool. Ginger. I don't even want to know.
Well, I'm gonna have to go. I guess it's last year. Mel got me that single action Colt clone from Cimarron that I had to go back for 7 months.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Because I got that. I think the second coolest one, because it's like that one's really cool, but somebody got me it was funny. They got me a tip barrel Taurus 22 with gold trigger and safety and mag release with emerald green grips for Christmas the 1 year.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with that single action because that one.
I think Hot Yoga would appreciate you saying that's the best thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I love it. I haven't shot it yet. It's still sitting in the safe because I'm waiting on this year's present. No, it took 7 months to get back, so it went right back came back, it went into the safe, and I've been doing all the review stuff, so I haven't had the time to shoot it. So Christmas this year, we're gonna go.
You need to shoot it on Christmas Day or something.
Yeah, I think it'll go out with my Christmas present this year because I found out what it was because she asked me.
Oh, there you go.
She was ordering. I got because I guess G-Force changed their naming. It's no longer called the
Huckleberry. No longer the Huckleberry. It's the Saddleman or something like that.
Yeah, so she got me a matching nickel-plated lever gun.
The nickel one? Those are sweet.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Do you think the Taurus, the color scheme you said, sounds gingerific to me?
Oh, I call it the pimp gun. It's all it is. It's the pimp gun. It's the Saturday night special pimp gun.
Yeah, I think they're profiling you, John.
Yeah, because he loves gangster.
I'm a PIMP.
Oh my god! I don't know what you heard about me. All right.
Can you be a PIMP?
All
right, let's end the show on that note.
Yeah, we need to. No kidding. So like, go mention. I never really, I didn't understand because I always grew up this way, right? Do y'all do like the big, like not Santa, but like the big family Christmas, whether it's dinner or whatever, you guys do? Y'all do that on Christmas Eve, or is that a Christmas Day thing?
We do both. We do
Okay.
Christmas Eve is like the big family party. Like that's where you'll see everybody.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Day, go to my mom's, go to the wife's mom's.
Immediate family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, what about you?
So we spend Christmas Eve with my in-laws, and then on Christmas Day, it's just me and Kayla and Christian here at the house.
Okay.
So.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Ginger?
Normally it's spend Christmas Eve at my grandmother's house, Christmas Day split between my parents and her parents, and the day after Christmas at her family's stuff. But we're staying home again this year. I was done running around and flying all over the country for that. So
by the way,
do
me a favor. Don't do it tonight. Well, you could do it tonight. It could be more fun. But you guys need to check in with Chase. He had a planes, trains, and automobiles trip the last couple of days. So he's really happy with travel destinations and flights and airlines. So
that explains what
tomorrow.
I called him today, and that explains why he didn't answer.
Oh yeah, yep, nope. What time did you call him in the morning?
No, it was like 4:30 Eastern.
Oh, he was at work. Yeah, he got back. He was supposed to get home last night. He got back today around like after lunch. Delay. Had to stay overnight. Delay. Oh yeah. So make sure he. Yeah.
This is why I'm glad my contact at Optics Plant texted me today and was like, "Are you coming to the Christmas party this weekend?" I'm like, first off, I didn't get an invite, but second off, no, I'm not gonna fly to Chicago this weekend.
Sorry, wrong person.
Yeah. He's like, "You were on the list." I'm like, "I got nothing, homie. That's why you didn't get an RSVP from me."
Yeah, Mark says it right. He says, to be honest, I don't care about getting anything for Christmas night. It's more fun to give. I'm the same way. Like I tell my wife and my kids, like, don't get me anything. Like my wife hooks me up. Like she's great. But I don't want or need anything. Like it sounds weird because like my wife and I are like the same way. Like if we want something, like we'll just go buy it. I mean, it sounds weird, but like we're not going to wait for Christmas and all that. If it's July and we see, we're just going to go buy it. So by the time Christmas comes around, like we don't need anything. For me, I love buying Christmas gifts for everyone. Like, so I have always done this. Like, even though like my wife and I would always get my daughter a bunch of stuff for Christmas, I always have done like one specific thing just for me. I've always done that. And, but I will say this, Yoko is starting to make me think. I've always thought I'm a pretty good gift giver. Like, cause I think about it. Like I want to do something for that person. Right. The last few years, she has either not used or has flat out returned every gift that I've gotten her. Just saying, it's a little disappointing. I spent a lot of money last year on like some purses and stuff that literally the 26, she was putting them in boxes, returning them. I was like, God damn. Like, bought her a couple watches a couple years ago, hasn't used them, hasn't worn them once. I'm like, you even asked for them, like one of them, I didn't even touch it.
You're not alone. You're not alone, Ghost.
That's good to hear. It's a little depressing because I always thought I was a pretty good gift giver, but
we suck at picking out purses. We suck at it.
I guess. I mean, I'm not upset about that, but I'm glad that I suck at purses, but so yeah, that's one of those things. I guess I'm not a good gift giver anymore. I don't know. It is what it is. But anyways, anything out there that you guys have seen in the last couple of days that like stocking stuff or anything that you got people should know about? Is that I have been gone for a while, so I haven't really been paying attention, but I'm sure there's pretty cool stuff that's going on sale right now, isn't there?
I haven't been looking at the sales too much, but I will tell you what's on my list this year.
Yeah? What you got?
Trail cams.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Can we tell people why or not yet?
No, I mean I don't mind.
That's a
Yeah,
personal thing. That's not even a public thing, but
yeah. No, I mean I'm excited about it. I'm nervous about it, but I'm going to be a first time homeowner. So
Woo!
you close like right before Christmas. That's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm pretty old for it to be my first home, but you know what?
No,
Fought my whole life for this, so
I'm so
pretty
happy
excited.
for you, bro. I'm really, really happy for you.
Pretty pumped on it, man.
Yeah.
Congrats, Kyle.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I didn't buy my
I
first
figured-
home till I was 39, I think, when I bought my first house.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
You're in good company.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Like, I know we talked about this for a while. This has been like kind of in the works, but didn't you say there's a little bit of land with this?
Yeah, 4 acres.
4 acres. I
So,
can't remember if it was like 3 or 5 or something, but I knew there was a little bit of land in there, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Is it away for enough where like you could build a berm and shoot on your land, or no?
Yeah, yeah. I'm basically on a 1-lane road. So I'm out in the middle of
Yes.
nowhere, man.
So
So,
shirtless Kyle is going to be.
oh, yeah.
Shirtless Kyle shooting guns, making moonshine.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
and
It'll be a good
eating
time.
I see
Skyline
a
chili.
YouTube channel coming.
I mean, how
Hey, that would-
shirtless Kyle isn't a YouTube channel already is beyond me.
Hey,
And like everything he's got to be doing, he's got to be everything he shoots. Like we all shoot steel plates and steel and all that. All he shoots is nothing but Skyline chili. That's all he ever shoots at on his channel.
I don't know. That's blasphemy. That's a waste of Skyline chili.
Well, for him, it's probably empty cans because he's already eaten it. But
yeah, I'll shotgun them. Set them up.
pull. Awesome.
Okay, 30. So Kyle's going to shotgun Skyline chili, and about 10 minutes later, he'll be shitting all over the yard.
10. You're giving him 10 minutes.
I'll give it 10 minutes. Give it a chance to
I
digest.
think he might not make it to the toilet. It might have to be out on his property. Oh, here it comes. You know,
I'll put an outhouse on the range.
Hey, just dig a hole because I know you've done that before. I know you shit in a hole.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it now. Shirtless Kyle reviews, shotgun Skyline chili, and then shooting out the outhouse door.
Like what was that? Billy the Kid movie with Emilio Estevez.
Young Guns.
Young
Young
Guns.
Guns.
When he's going after that one guy, and he starts shooting through the outhouse door.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff.
Kyle
Good stuff. Yeah, I'm really happy for
screaming,
you, Kyle.
"Shitter's full!"
Shitter's full. Yeah. Mark wants to know what your interest rate is. That's kind of a personal thing, man. I don't think he wants to maybe give you all his private shit, but it's a lot better probably than it was 2 months ago.
Yeah, I'll say that. It's still not.
VA loan. I know that you
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
Yeah, the VA loans, man, it helped when we bought our first house. It was a godsend for the VA loan. It's awesome. It's awesome, man. I'm really happy for you. Like I said, it's kind of Christmas time, so that'd be like a really like. Are you going to try to get stuff moved in so that you can actually have Christmas at the new house? Or are you going to wait a little bit?
So we did make a condition to where we would let the homeowner stay there until the end of December. That way they've got some things that they want to fix or that they agreed to fix that they need the money for the house for. So they're going to take that money, make the improvements that they agreed to do, and then
and in return, you're letting them stay.
Yep.
You know what? Perfect. So when you move in, so good, you get to go to SHOT Show while the family moves into the house.
Oh no, believe me, I'll definitely get to move us in, and then I'll go straight to SHOT Show. Actually, I'll go to Hicks Inc. show first, and then
Where's
get
that
back
at?
home. Some Destin, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Hicks Inc.
I know Chase has to be like in New Orleans, like in early January, right before SHOT. I didn't know if you're going to the same place.
I was hoping Chase would be going to Hicks Inc.
He's going. He might be, but I know he's going to New Orleans for something.
It's back to back. I literally land that night and then next morning fly out for SHOT Show.
Kyle, I'm gonna give you a little word to the wise. The people who were in my house in Dayton before we let them stay and do an estate sale. they shut off the power in the middle of the estate sale. So heads up, because they might shut off the utilities.
Okay.
You guys,
I'll keep that in mind.
because I got a phone call from the guy who's running the estate sale. He's like, the power's out here. We don't know what's going on. They shut off the power, the gas, everything in the middle of their estate sale.
That would not be good in January.
No.
No. I'm really happy for you, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Really, really awesome. Really, really awesome. Trail cams, yeah. But there's all sorts of critters going to be out there, isn't there?
Yeah, and surprisingly enough, I can tell everybody I'm moving to California. California, Kentucky.
Yeah. You're going to be a California brat.
Yep.
So how actually from where you are now, like, is it miles or minute or like how far is the move actually?
From where I live,
10 minutes, 30 minutes, or
it tacks on an additional 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. But it's worth it.
Oh, 100%. It's what I wanted. I've never liked living in a city. Like right now where I live, like you can probably, I wouldn't say necessarily stick your arm out, but you can take a broomstick and touch the house next to you.
Yeah, zero lot lines. I grew up in zero lot lines in Dallas, man. That was the thing. Absolutely. Yeah. That's where I live now is.
Yeah, I don't like it. I do not like
myself in the mountain. It's all good.
Yeah.
I see like 5 cars a day, and maybe less than that, actually. It's fantastic.
Kyle, as somebody who's moved a number of times, I'm going to give you one piece of advice. Move in the house.
Just don't call him to help you move.
Yeah, well, don't call me to help you move because I'm not flying out. But move in sections and unpack as you move in. Don't move everything at once because shit stays in the box. You move the whole kitchen over, you unpack the whole kitchen. You move the whole bedroom over, you unpack the whole bedroom. It was a godsend when we did it that way this time.
That actually sounds pretty cool, yeah.
Because if you have the chance, just move in. Like we moved in like sections. So one night we did like the whole kitchen, got the whole kitchen set up, cleaned up, and then did the bedroom. Like the 2 bedrooms we did, cleaned up, had everything clean, moved everything in. It was so much of a godsend doing it that way than moving everything over at once and trying to find shit in boxes. It was pack it, throw it in the car, drive it over, unpack it.
I might try that, but it's going to take some convincing with the wife because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was going to say he doesn't have a choice how they're doing it, John.
Yeah,
I'm just.
It's up to the wife on how they move.
I'm telling you, from a strategic standpoint, it was so easy to get like all the clothes and everything, and then keep all the heavy furniture until the end, and then bring all the furniture in at once. And that way, it went where it needed to go. It wasn't moved like 6 or 7 times. You were climbing over boxes and shit. It was so much easier doing it that way.
That theory does sound solid.
It does. It sounds legit.
You don't need to be talking to Kyle. You need to be talking to his wife.
And you guys are both gingers.
Oh snap! Maybe do they have like their own language?
Just
so.
Pass the word. I'm telepathically telling her, but just pass the word. Like this, from somebody who's moved a lot. Like it's so much easier when you move it in section because then you're like, oh, I got to find the kitchen box, or hey, you found this box, and then there's boxes in all these rooms. You just had everything unpacked, ready to go.
Yeah, that does sound legit. We'll see.
We'll see.
I will heed your advice if able.
There you go. Last question that I have for you guys on my notepad over here. Firearms excluded, right? Firearms excluded. It doesn't even have to be firearm related. It doesn't have to be, but what's the perfect gift that someone could get for you, like right now? Like, what's the one thing that you would love? Like, if you're gonna get me something, like this would be what what's something you guys would love to get from someone? Let's start with Chris on this one. What's on the bucket list, dream list? Like, could be a trip. I mean, like money's no. I'm like, Elon Musk says, I want to buy you something. Like, what's the dream list? Like, what's the one gift that like you would love to get?
Pay off
Coop
my
says
house.
night vision. That's legit. Like real night vision, not the digital shit they have these days. Like the real night vision. I'm in with that. That's pretty cool. What were you saying?
Pay off my house.
That's
Without a house payment.
legit. Hell yeah. No more mortgage, baby. That's
Yep.
legit. That's legit. Ginger?
I'm gonna say pay off my truck and my truck build. I mean,
No, that's what it is, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah. Kyle, what about you?
I'm going redonkulous here.
Okay, let's do this.
I want a Hummer H1 with the bed, you know.
No, I know where you can buy one. Like, you know Jeff from Gear Report? You know Jeff, don't
Oh
you?
yeah, he buys them and flips them.
But he knows he knows where to get them. Like he can
Oh, yeah.
tell you, like who can hook you up on like where to get them, and he can tell you what they're asking and like, what they'll take and what's a good deal. Like he's in that Humvee world, man. I would love an old M1.
Oh, me too.
The I want the comms one because they had the detachable
With the
like
high
roof over the bed.
Yeah.
So we call them the comms. I don't know what they were called, but for us it was like the comms Humvee because the only people that we ever had that had like that were comms, right?
Yeah.
So like it came off, so it was like, okay, I want one of those. Like whatever those are called, that's what I want. I would love to have. It had the bed that you could take it off, but it also had like the dome cover if you wanted to. Like,
Yes, we call it the high back. Is what we
okay,
call it.
see, yeah, we just call the comms one, a comms truck. But yeah, that's the one that I would want. Is that what style would you want?
I
don't care.
Now that you mention that, the canopy would be nice to have, just you know, for bad weather days.
Just in case, yeah, just in case.
So yeah, I'll take that.
I remember when I got over to Okinawa out of school and check in to my first unit, and the staff sergeant, when the staff sergeant was there, was like kind of walking me through, introduced me to everybody and all that. And he looks at me and he goes, "You want to go get your Humvee license?" And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Like, that's a random thing to ask, like on the first day you get to the unit. It's like, do you want to go get your Humvee license?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, that sounds badass. Like, hell yeah, I'll get a Humvee license." I didn't know that nobody wanted a fucking Humvee license. Now you're the bitch that has to go drive everything everywhere, right? But I was like a 19-year-old, 19-year-old kid, and I'm like, "You're going to give me a Humvee license?" First of all, I didn't know that you had to have a license for the Humvee. You know, it was easy, but he was like, "Yeah, you want to get us?" Like, hell yeah. And he goes, "All right, tomorrow morning, like, you're going to get your Humvee license." Like, hell yeah. Like, I'm getting a Humvee license. Everyone's like, "Ugh." Like, what do you mean? He's like, "They ask you or they tell you?" I was like, "No, he asked me." And he's like, "You should have said no, bro." I was like, so then I was informed why you didn't want the Humvee license. But like when you get there, like, hell yeah, I want to drive a Humvee. No, you don't.
Oh, especially if you get that ammo driver certification. Like you're up at 0230 going to the ammo. Yeah. And then you stay after the range so they can count all your ammo. And man, it's a good time.
Luckily, when we went range, they always brought in the 5 tons and we just rode in the back of the 5 tons. So we had a driver that was that drove for us, so we didn't have to worry about that. But yeah, I just didn't realize that, like, you know, because in Okinawa there's a bunch of small bases and they're all over the island. And so if you had to go somewhere, had to do something, like, I didn't realize that nobody wanted to drive until I got the Humvee. And you're trying to drive a big ass Humvee through little Japanese roads. That's not fun. So now I understood why nobody wanted to drive in Japan. But yeah, no, that was interesting. Gee whiz, what's up, homie? Crash Ferris is out there.
Speaking of vehicles like that.
Yeah, man.
I think it was about a year ago. I came out of Rural King. I had never seen one of these in person.
Okay.
But I believe they called a Sherp. Is it a Russian?
Oh, yeah. What was it doing there?
They had it on a trailer, and they had it they had all the air out of the tires. I'm assuming so they could clear going under like overpasses and stuff with it.
Yeah.
But oh my God, that thing was the coolest thing I ever saw.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull this picture up. I will show you guys because it's kind of a cool I don't know if you'd call it ATV. I don't know what it's actually considered, but hold on here. Present, share screen. Share. Come on. Oh, here it is. Is this what you're talking about right there? That on the right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yep, that's it, guys.
Yeah, make this in size bigger. That bad boy right there. It's pretty sweet. I mean, I don't know what you would consider that. ATV, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. It was where?
When I came out of Rural King, the guy was parked beside my truck, but they had it on this massive lowboy trailer. They were pulling it with I don't know what it was, like a Cummins Dodge 3500 pickup.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, last question that I have for you guys. This is nothing to do with gifts. This is just something for you, the family, and all that. I don't know if you guys do like destination Christmases, like where you guys go somewhere, ever have done that. But if you could pick like one place in the world to like take the family and spend Christmas at, where would you go? Start with Ginger on this one.
My family did it 1 year, and I would want to do it again. Is Disney? It was a blast.
I think that Disney World or Disneyland, because it's different.
Florida World.
Okay, yeah. Disney World. Okay, yeah. I guess that would be pretty cool. Disney World kind of freaks me out though. Like my daughter loves Disney. My wife says okay. Disney kind of freaks me out, man. It's just, I'm not gonna lie. Like I like it, but it kind of gives me the creeps. So I don't know if I would want to do Christmas there, but I get where I think it would be fun. I bet you they go balls out at Disney for Christmas, like decorations and all. I think that'd be probably pretty fun.
It was insane how there's pictures of me and my sister in front of like this giant, probably 4 or 5 story Christmas tree that they had. It was insane.
Crash and Rich kissing Kyle's ass out there. He says, Anderson Manufacturing is where I want to spend. Motherfucker, Kyle doesn't want to spend Christmas at Anderson. What the fuck, dude?
Hey, I'd spend Christmas up in this mud.
I bet you probably have spent Christmas there before, haven't you?
Not yet. I don't know. We don't get these rifles built, though. I might be here.
I understand. I get it. Kyle, if you could pick one place to take the family to, like, for a destination Christmas, where would it go?
So my grandparents took us 1 year. We didn't spend Christmas there, but it was around Christmas time. Yeah. And this one's not too far fetched. It's just, I'd say Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Ooh, I like Gatlinburg. Yeah, Gatlinburg's cool.
It is beautiful during Christmas time.
Yeah, Gatlinburg. I actually spent a Christmas in Gatlinburg. I was probably, when I was young, I was less than 10 probably. My grandma had married another gentleman, like her 5th or 6th marriage. She was married a lot in her life. And they moved to Gatlinburg for a couple of years. That's where he was from. And we went out there for Christmas 1 year, and that's a pretty cool place. Man, up in the hills, it's pretty up there, man.
It is
really pretty, really pretty. Yeah. Chris, what about you? Where's the destination Christmas going to be?
I don't know if I would necessarily want to go there during Christmas, but I would buy, like if my wife and I decided to put our money together and buy ourselves a Christmas gift, her and I 100% are going to go to Ireland one of these days.
Yeah. So it's funny because we were at one of the bars, and it was, I think it was at our hotel. At our hotel, they had like a rooftop bar and little stage that people were playing, and this girl was playing. She's Irish, and we were talking. She says, "Anybody Irish here?" And a bunch of us raised their hands. She goes, "Oh, are you from?" I said, "No." I was, my great grandmother came over on the boat. I said, "He goes, oh, do you know where we're from?" And I was like, "They're from Ballybunion." And she goes, "I would live like 20 minutes from Ballybunion." So like, it was kind of cool. I've never been there. And she was telling me, like, she's like, "Yo, you should go." And I'm like, "I want to, I want to." She was just beautiful, that whole area and all that. So she was kind of giving me an idea of what the area looked like, where my family's from. And so, yeah, Ireland's definitely, I don't know if it's for Christmas, but I definitely, I need to get home like once to see the homeland. Like, I'd love to go to Ireland. Because my other, like, I was Scotch Irish, so I have people from Scotland and Ireland. So I want to go both. Like, if I'm go there, I want to go into Scotland as well and spend a few days in Scotland. So that'd be an awesome trip. But yeah.
G-Web's mentioned. Oh, God.
Go ahead. No.
Oh, I was gonna say G-Web's mentioned New York.
Yeah, I was gonna say people were saying New York.
I've been
No
to New York.
desire. I would have no desire. Now, I think it would be kind of cool to do like Rockefeller and see the Christmas tree, do the ice skating and all that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. For me, like, we used to go to Colorado or Utah every year for Christmas and go skiing and all that. We had a place in Park City. And sometimes we went to Colorado with friends to like Aspen and all that stuff. But my fondest memories were spending Christmas skiing because you were guaranteed to have a white Christmas. I'm from Dallas. Like, we didn't get snow, and it's a city. So it's like, it was, yeah. So like, we would do, it sounds crazy, but like, we did the whole in the mountains of snow. We did the whole snowball fight. We did the whole, like, family getting on a sleigh and getting pulled by horses and all that. We did snowmobile rides, and then we'd go. I remember the funnest part was going into the hot tub. It was like 20 degrees outside. We'd go into the hot tub and drinking hot chocolate at night, and it was awesome. Like, so, I mean, we've been talking about for years going to Colorado. It's just timing hasn't worked out great, but well, some of you know what's going on, but I'll have an announcement in the next few weeks for life things that are changing in my life. I don't want to say anything right now, but I will maybe have some flexibility to do that maybe next year. So that would be kind of cool. But yeah, my daughter's never been skiing. I grew up skiing. I've been skiing since I was like 4, and so I would love to take her skiing or snowboarding. Yoko's been skiing. Went to her to Park City, and she wrecked. Did not have it. My favorite place, my 2 favorite places in the world, as far as that is, Telluride, Colorado, but it's crazy expensive, and Jackson Hole. We went to Jackson Hole a couple of times for Christmas, also, and I love Jackson Hole, but it's gotten so weird. But I tell you, the cool thing about Jackson Hole is, it's a cool town with the Tetons and all of that. You can still do skiing there, but yeah, we might have to go to Jackson Hole. You can still do horseback riding and stuff during Christmas and all that. So I don't know, but yeah, I would love to do that. I would love to take the family and just go away for 3 or 4 days, and whether we skied or not, just being like having a white Christmas, like for me, like having like a cabin on a mountain, right? Like a snow cabin on Christmas is like the coolest thing ever. So I would like to do that next year. Maybe that'd be kind of fun. I know my wife wants to go somewhere warm. I think she probably want to go to like Australia or some shit because she doesn't like cold. But
I've been skiing 2 times, Ghost.
Oh, I love skiing, man. I've never been snowboarding because snowboarding wasn't a thing. Like, by the time snowboarding became a thing, I was so like wrapped up in skiing. I didn't give a shit about snowboarding, but my knees are shot. I could never do it now. I couldn't even ski now, but I think my daughter wants to snowboard, so that'd be kind of fun. Do you like skiing or no?
I can't stop. That's my problem.
Snowplow.
I won't quit. I'll go all day, but I'm wrecking at the bottom of the hill.
I tell you what, I'm taking you skiing sometime. We're gonna go skiing sometime.
I know you gotta kind of like bring them in, but
yeah,
it always
just kick the heels out.
Kyle, you're French frying when you're supposed to be pizzaing, brother.
You
got pizza.
man. You got
You got pizza, not French fry.
What they say, you got pizza. I'm a French fry, I reckon. I don't know.
Yeah. Want to do that for sure. All right. Christopher, what you got going on the channel now that the range is back open? You gonna be having some stuff to drop here pretty soon?
Yeah, I should. I'll probably have the both the EAA videos edited by the weekend, and hopefully
Nice.
get those out next week. So, yeah, it was nice to get back over there today. Weather sucked, but
is it raining or cold or what?
it was just cold. It's 28, but the wind. I hate
like
the
no
wind.
rain, because like the worst thing about the wind is if it's like drizzling and then now it turns like little rain bullets.
It started to snow a little bit towards the end of the day. I don't mind the snow.
Snow's fine, but
yeah,
still,
but
I
it was
get
fun. Great.
So basically, it was range day. It was like going to SHOT Show range day.
Yeah, exactly.
Cold, windy, nasty. Yeah.
Thanks for having me on. It's a fun show.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. I know it was a weird night, but I wasn't feeling it last night. I don't think I would have done it justice. Not that I did it justice tonight, but all that. Ginger, what's going on at GOA? Give you a couple minutes for the 2A, 2 minutes for 2A, and then FLR.
Well, GOA, we got goals 2025.
Yeah, you
Knoxville, Tennessee.
It's
August
official as of today, folks.
9th and 10th. Be there. Knoxville, Tennessee. August 9th and 10th. Book now. Be there.
People, media wanting to get in. Is it when can they start kind of registering for media?
Media and stuff will start probably early January, end of February.
Okay.
So it'll be
on the website. Will it be like a link on the website and all that?
Okay. Let me check. I wonder if let's see, what is it? Goals. Can't remember. I think it's goals.gunowners.org. Let me look to see if they were supposed to update everything. They've got some of the stuff updated. Okay, it's just a subscribe for now. I'll check and let you guys know back, but we'll have media
is announced. Okay, subscribe for updates. Yeah, so it's not live yet. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. What's going on?
We're supposed to be doing booth picks soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
nice.
FLR, we should have the Malik video coming out on the Rock Island Malik. Is it the best 92 clone? You'll find out. You look so enthused.
Is that coming through the screen?
Yeah. Well, Malik is king in Turkish, so I'm gonna say it's the king of 92 clones. But
I've got the regard that I'm getting ready to do a review on, so we might have to do like a little fun jab at each other in each other's videos.
Oh yeah. So that's hopefully coming out soon. Kurt said
G-Web says male lick.
Yes, G-Webs. We are close to 1,000 subs. We're at 909 as of today.
91 people need to go over real quick tonight. Fully loaded reviews and sub. Let's get him to 1,000 before. Let's make 1,000 subs for him his Christmas present.
I'm trying to get 1,000 before the end of the year. That was the goal when we started the channel. So 1,000 before the end of the year. Let's fingers crossed. And if you're feeling frosty,
thanks G23 for putting the link up there. Good job, homie. What's
up? If you're feeling frosty and want to help out and destroy the troll, please go to the Dira DY9 video and look for Casper Audi. And his nice thing about nip picking, yes, I said that right, nip, N-I-P picking.
Nipply here.
Yeah. Him screaming at us.
his ass.
Yeah. He is very angry for no reason for us reviewing a gun. Because, we nip pick on dumb shit.
If you're going to troll on someone, at least say it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like nip picking. It's so nippy of him, but I won't go there. I'm gonna make my escape.
Nip pick.
Oh, let's see. Screaming skulls to the
He did. He said he subbed.
So
Real quick, G23 also put Chris out there. We talked about earlier. Yeah, absolutely. Go check out Christmas 740. He's close to 10,000. He's getting ready to break into the 10,000 club. So
he deserves it. Do not subscribe to.
Yeah, he definitely does deserve it for show. For show. And G23 trying to get Kyle some subs. He put Kyle's link out there too. So yeah, go sub to Kyle. You might start seeing some stuff out there at the new house. You never know what could happen if he decides to throw some stuff up there.
Shirtless Kyle.
Shirtless Kyle, baby. Like, I could come up with a really cool logo idea if you just call yourself Shirtless Kyle. Oh man, I could make it work so good.
What's up, guys?
G23 says he heard if Kyle gets 50 subs, he'll do a video. Oh, really? Let's get 100. Let's get 100 subs. What will he do for 100 subs?
He'll go do a video.
He might not just be shirtless Kyle. He might go like Speedo Kyle.
Kyle, your intro needs to be, "What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? This is Shirtless Kyle here. I'm shirtless. Are you shirtless? Can you be shirtless?
Are you shirtless? I'm good. You good? I'm good. You good? I'm good. I'm shirtless. Yes.
If I get 100 subs by the end of the year, I'll eat 100 subs.
Hey, seriously, bro? I can make that happen.
Don't put that
I
on
might
the
not
internet,
be the
dude.
most. I might not win male influencer of the year, but I can influence enough motherfuckers to go get you 100 subs.
Hey, you're gonna win firearm instructor of the year. All right.
I'm pretty sure I can maneuver enough motherfuckers for 100 subs if you eat 100 subs. I think I've got enough influence in me to get 100 motherfuckers over there. Because like Gary's got like 63 accounts just under his own. So I can get Gary to get all 63 of his accounts. See, G23 has 5. There you go.
I better crank it up 1,000.
I'm telling you, bro. Like he said to somebody, save that sound bite. You can clip it. You can clip it. He shouldn't have ever said that because that's going to be a thing now. So I can get 100 motherfuckers to go sub.
I'll be on YouTube like, who the fuck is subbing?
The mafia is real, dude. The mafia is real.
No, Kyle, don't say 100 subs. Kyle has to eat 100 Skyline conies.
I think I could do that.
For 100 subs.
And how long?
I'll give him a week. I'm gonna be nice.
I was gonna give him a month. You think he could do it in a week? 100? I mean, a week? 100?
I could do 20 a day and get it done in a work week.
Are you serious?
Dude, those conies are so good. You eat normally like 4 or 5.
I'm just talking about like after a week and 100 of those conies in 1 week, you're gonna have to build an outhouse because your wife will not allow you inside that house to take your shit.
I mean, I'll definitely be sweating. But
he shits at work. Call him the company time.
That's why I said the business week.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you heard it, folks. Kyle's links over there. G23 put it out there. We get him 100 subs by the end of the year or by Christmas. Which one did you say?
I'll
go check the tape. I'll go check the tape. Don't lie to me.
By the end of the year.
Shit, what have I done by then? 100 motherfuckers. Go.
Look, John's already texting people. Come on.
Bro, I'm gonna put this. I'm getting chasing on this. Like, we're gonna get NSA on this. Send it to everybody. Like, we need to get this 100. You should have said it, bro. Like, you shouldn't have said it.
I don't even know if I could afford 100 subs.
It's not my problem anymore.
Bro, just eat 100 conies. They're cheaper.
I'll get 100 of the Lunchable subs.
I have no problem you eating 100 conies with Skyline chili. That's what you want to do. You don't have to eat 100 subs.
I'll do the conies.
Because that's going to be even worse. I mean, your stomach's going to be fucked up for life for that.
Yeah, that's onions. A lot of onions.
Yeah. All right.
Go check out Anderson Manufacturing on all social platforms.
Please do that. Please go.
And please don't sub to my channel. I don't even have any content, so
doesn't matter. No. The deal was we don't give a shit if you make videos.
We're seven down, boys. Let's go.
What have I begun? Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Stand by for the standby. Standby. I need to go over here. I think you're up to 10 now. I'm doing a live update. Let's see here. Oh, you're up to 11 in like with the last 5 minutes.
Make that 12, baby.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
13 now. Come on, folks. You know, we've done this before. We did a live telethon type thing, man, like 7-8 years ago, when a bunch of us had just kind of started out on YouTube, and we had a guy that started a channel, and like we went on someone's channel that was like had enough subs to like live stream at the time. Like back then you couldn't like live stream until you had like a, you know, whatever the number was. And like, so we got on his own channel that was big enough to live stream, and like, all right, so there you go. Just another Karen subbing. There you go. Goes on there, and like, we got to get this guy to like 500 subs or whatever. And like, we said, we're not getting off this live stream until we get him to 500 subs. And it took us about 4 hours, but we got that motherfucker from zero. Like, he literally on the live stream, like, started his channel, told everybody what it was called. We put the link out there, and like in 4 hours, we had him to 500 subs. It's pretty badass back in the day. That was the old gun channels days. Thank you, G West, for the gun channels, by the way. But that was the old gun channels day.
He's up to like 18 or 19 already.
No.
He's at 19. He is. He's at 19 right now. We're a fifth of the way, and it's been 10 minutes, homie.
I've subscribed with all 4 of my accounts, homie. You in trouble.
You think Subway will like T&E me 100 subs?
I'm telling you, do Conies, man. It's a lot cheaper.
You can do the Conies. You might get Skyline to sponsor this.
Listen, I'll give you some Skyline.
Just tell them I'll do a video on, like, I'll video myself eating 100 Conies. Like,
that'll go viral.
You put those, like, if you do like you do like 20 a day for 5 days, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you video yourself eating that and you put that on the internet, like that will go viral, and they will love that shit.
Up to 20, baby.
I'll be like the Super Size Me guy. Except with Cincinnati chili.
20. Hells yeah. Live update still at 20. All right. What's next week? The 17th? Okay, so it's not Christmas Eve next week. We won't be doing a show in 2 weeks. We'll do a show next week if anyone's around. Anybody's doing that, we'll have fun. We might do like a bracket of some sort, or a game show style show next week with Christmas and gun stuff. That'd be kind of fun, maybe a little Jeopardy, or we'll do some kind of a game. We'll have fun for next week's show. So be on tune for that. And
I might be enjoying some Conies on that show.
Hell, by then I feel fairly confident in the next week we'll have you at 100, because I'm going to call people, like I'm going to call like all of like our friends in the industry and say, bro, here's what's going on. Like, everyone's got to go like sub Kyle. Like,
Kyle, if you hit 100 and I hit 1,000 and Chris hits his
10,000, the 10, Holy Trinity. That'd be interesting.
You will eat 100 Conies, and we'll just watch you and enjoy it.
Okay.
Chris, are you in on that?
He's like, what?
Chris don't want nothing to do with
I'm definitely
He's
in
like,
on that.
You leave my wife's name out your mouth. That's funny. He's like, did you see his face? He's like, oh, what? No. I think all 3 of those can happen. I really do. I think all 3 of those can happen before the end of the year. There's not a doubt in my mind that y'all could all reach your
Chris,
What am I? I don't even know what I'm at. Where am I at?
Chris, how far are you from 10?
Oh, it'll
500?
probably be
You're at 44.1, Ghost.
44. I ain't reaching 50 by the end of the year.
I'm at
When I hit
90,
50, we'll have fun.
Never say never.
94, 92. So it's
So
gonna be it'll
It's
be
500. You got
January.
500 subs.
Yeah, it'll be at least January,
Well,
probably
you don't
toward the
know.
end.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, everybody
You
done forgot about Selvin the Ginger and Chris because they're trying to fuck me over.
Let's get a live update. And you are now at 21 subs.
Oh man.
Let's go, Kyle.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I'll say this. If Kyle hits 100 and I hit 1,000, Kyle has to eat 200 conies.
Whoa, get out of here.
Kyle's going to eat 200 conies. Let's go.
And your avatar needs to be shirtless Kyle's pick.
I can make that happen.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because someone took a picture of that, didn't they? Like there's a picture of that floating around, right?
There's a video.
That you can screenshot it maybe
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Either that or I could just take my shirt off.
This is true. Oh, that's what you should do. You should like pose like in a shirtless Kyle pose.
Maybe a bathrobe
shades.
like with a pipe. I don't know.
Or shirtless Kyle with like a Speedo, combat
Ooh.
boots.
Oh, what we should do is record shirtless Kyle eating the 100 conies. That's your first YouTube video there, buddy.
I mean, that would definitely get some attention.
It
Can
would.
you get
You can do it. Would Anderson allow you to do that?
I mean, I would definitely wouldn't do it in Anderson. It would definitely.
They wouldn't care as long as it's not like Anderson and all that. You would.
Right.
They probably wouldn't care. Yeah. Cool.
Have to be a Kyle thing.
This channel doesn't have any content. Yo, you just wait. You just wait. Let's see what you're about. Nope.
Yes, CNT. I agree. I did. I certainly did.
You
What'd you
had to say it, Kyle. You
I
don't.
don't know
say
why I
things
said.
on the
I don't know what
internet.
compelled me to say that. I really don't. But man,
What's
That's your own fault.
G23 said 300 for the trifecta.
22 now. We got 22 now. Uh-oh. Hold on here. I'm getting
look, Ghost getting live updates.
We're gonna stay here until he hits 100. Let's go.
I mean, hell, at this point, we could get it done tonight if we wanted to. Like, if we mobilized everybody, it would be easy to get it done.
I'm all right.
Hey,
guys.
call 10 of your friends, have them sub to Kyle, and then have one of them come sub to me, and I'll get my number by the end of the year.
You're such a bitch, dude. You're such a bitch.
Why? And then everybody goes sub to Chris.
Yeah.
Look, dude, we didn't all get
All right.
red slushies tonight, dude.
Hey, my wife loves me.
Hell, I didn't think mine did, but she brought me hot chocolate, so she loves me. I would have never. I would have. The only way that I figured she would come here with the hot chocolate is to throw it on me. I had no idea that she'd actually do it. So I love you, Yoko. All right, boys, let's get the hell out of here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like I said, if you are watching this in replay or listening in podcast form, we do invite you to come join us on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock over on the YouTube channel or on X or on Rumble. We are live on Rumble tonight. It'd be interesting to see what that happens. All right, I got one more final question because a lot of people are going to be getting off for a little while, like for Christmas, a couple of days off and all that. I'm a podcast guy. I love listening to podcasts. I listen to podcasts most of the day. Any good podcasts, like gun related, military related, or just whatever? Like, what's podcasts aside from State of the Second? We know that, John, but like, what's some podcasts you guys are listening to?
I wasn't going to say stay the second, but you should listen to I'm going to plug it because I just had the owner and the inventor of the bump stock on this week. That was the last minute.
There
I
you go.
filmed that
Cool.
on Monday. I totally forgot about it. That launched today. So listen to him talking about how the government screwed him over and they broke his stuff. And it's fantastic. But also, if you're into handguns, handgun radio is pretty good.
Okay.
Those guys are really funny over there. And then listen to Sean's podcast. Always
Yeah, we
listen
like
to
shooting.
Sean.
It's great. Yeah, great one.
Yeah.
I don't listen to a lot of. No, I'm sorry. Outside of my friends, I don't listen to a lot of gun podcasts. I don't watch a whole lot of gun content unless they're my friends. That's just. I'm sorry. Most of the podcasts that I listen to it. The vast majority are military podcasts from different things. I'll listen to some business, some entrepreneurial stuff, different stuff, but the vast majority is military stuff. But the reason why I say that is I don't know if you guys ever heard of John McPhee or not, but this guy literally might be the baddest motherfucker that's ever been in the U.S. military. He's a unit guy, Delta Force, whatever you want to call him. But he was on with Rogan not too long ago. And it's an amazing podcast. So go check. He was also on Sean Ryan a few months ago. But go check out like anything with John McPhee, because here's the thing. The reason why I'm talking about this is like the fucking SEALs, the SOB tactic. Yeah, he's a sheriff of Baghdad. If you ever never heard of the sheriff of Baghdad, that's John McPhee. This dude did over 100 singleton solo missions in Baghdad as a Delta Force operator. Solo missions, over 100 of them. Motherfuckers, like legitimate, like the baddest human being that's ever lived in the American military. The reason why I say that is fucking SEALs, they're all about doing books and all that. You know, they've been writing books and doing podcasts for a long time. So everyone knows about SEALs and going through buds and all that. Even to the extent a lot of the Rangers, you know, you hear a lot of stuff about the Rangers and they're doing podcasts and all that, but you don't ever really hear much about Army Special Forces or the Green Berets, and you never hear about the unit. And I think it's because the Delta was forever, like even guys in the Army didn't know that the unit was around. Like they didn't know what Delta Force was. Like they never, like it wasn't a thing. Everyone knows about the unit now, but like they are the tip of the spear, the tier one, the tier one of U.S. military. But it's cool that you're starting to hear some of the special forces guys. And thinking of Mike Glover several years ago, Mike Glover was kind of the first one. He and Tu Lam were kind of the first ones that kind of broke down that wall for Green Berets or Army Special Forces, whatever you want to call them, because that curtain was always up and you really couldn't see behind what was going on with that. And then once that happened, and then, you know, you start hearing about the unit stuff. So if you're interested in the military stuff, like it's pretty crazy, because even for me, like I'm a military buff, but I'm so glad that the unit is starting to get like some acknowledgement that they are, like when people talk about SEAL Team 6 and all that, great. Yeah, they're fucking amazing. But you want to hear true tier one assets in the world. There's a handful of them. 22 SAS in Britain and Delta Force in the US are the tip of that spear. And listen to McPhee. He's also, honestly, to God, one of the most intense human beings that's ever walked this earth. In between Rogan, because Rogan's pretty intense too, right? So like they're both so intense. Like this is like an intense podcast on Rogan, but he was more laid back with Sean Ryan, because Sean's a laid back dude, really chill. But go check out, like if you guys are interested in what Delta is or the unit is, and talk about how he got from boot camp to Rangers to Green Berets to Delta, and this journey, and then getting out as a sergeant major, becoming the sergeant of the sheriff of Baghdad. Like the stories are insane. So if you like listening to like old military guys telling stories, John McPhee is a great storyteller. So go check those out. I don't know, like, I mean, I don't do anything, but I just love listening to those. But anything that Sean Ryan does, sorry, Ginger, you're not going to beat Sean. Sean's podcast, not just for military, but for anything, Sean's podcast is one of the best podcasts in the world. And that's the cool thing about Sean is it started about 4 years ago. His first episode was with Glover, right? And that's cool, because now Glover and Sean have like kind of risen into it's pretty awesome. Mike Ritland does another great podcast, another SEAL team guy. It's called Mic'd Up. He does a really good one, but there's a lot of them. The Team House does some really good stuff. If you're interested in any of that military stuff, I can give you a list. If you go over to grapecrayons.com, and you go to the tab, there's going to be a tab called MPN. And it's something I called and I started called the Military Podcast Network. So I started putting a thing out there on the website of all the really cool military podcasts out there. Our buddy Chris Peranto, he's got a great one, the Battle Line Podcast. Jocko obviously is a good one, but there's a lot of them right down there. But yeah, it's that's what I said. Mic Drop. Mike Ritland's is the Mic Drop podcast. I think I said that, didn't I? Mic Drop. Okay. But yeah. So for sure, go check those out. But like, if you're going to be out there, some cool podcasts. Kyle, Chris, any podcasts that you guys recommend that might not be on people's radar?
Whiskey and Windage, if you're doing the gun stuff, they're pretty good. I'm a Barstool sports guy, so I listen to like Part of My Take, Bussin' with the Boys, all that. Stay up on sports and
they have some good ones too.
Yeah, they kill it.
Yeah, they do a good one. Chris, what about you? Any podcasts that you listen to? Are you a podcast guy, by the way? Do you listen to podcasts?
I mean, I do. I
didn't know with your work if you were just throwing your earbuds in and listening while you're working or not.
I mean, as far as mostly all the podcasts I listen to are the friends of mine on here, but I love Rogan's podcast, depending on the guest he's got on.
That's true too.
And I've told you before, that I really enjoy Mic Drop. That is a good one.
Ritland's good. Ritland was a canine. He was a canine handler in the teams, and so he has a couple different channels. He has Mike Ritland, and they do the podcast and does firearms training and all that. And he's also got another one that's for canines. Like he does like canine training. Really cool channel for that as well. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I always enjoy getting up on Sunday morning when I'm working in the office. I'll listen to Foss's chat from the night before, and then I enjoy listening to G and Tony on Saturdays. It's fun when you get them two together. And, and then I love it when Coop out there goes live during the day when I'm at work and stuff. So I can throw normally if I'm especially.
So I haven't been getting a lot of like notifications for anything lately, but I got a notification maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I guess Coop went live and he was on for like 6 fucking hours or some shit like that. It was crazy. I was going to go check in. I was like, God, 6 hours. Like
he always comes on at a good time for me too. Cause I'll be in a basement and have all my tools scattered out, like replumbing and he goes live and I'm like, throw the phone up there and
like, all right, I can finish the job on the podcast. Yeah.
So now I do enjoy it when Coop goes live. It's a great time. So,
I think it was a few days ago, like maybe like last week or over the weekend or whenever it was. But like by the time I clicked on it, it said that he'd been live for like 6 hours, like 5 hours and 40. I was like, golly. Is Mike the SEAL that became a chopper pilot too? I heard on Sean Ryan's show. I don't think Ritland became a pilot. Might be like in civilian world. I don't think he was in the SEALs. No, on the teams. He's a canine guy, and I don't know. He might be. I don't know if he's a pilot or not. I don't know. I actually found Ritland not actually for his podcast. I found Ritland for the canine stuff. And this is 4 years ago when we got Battle Pup, we got Zoe, and I was trying to figure out some ways to do some stuff with the Shepherd pup and all that. And I found his channel, and he says, "Oh, make sure you go check out the other channel." And I was like, "Oh, he's got another channel." And then like, boom, mic drop. And I was like, okay. So yeah, cool. Golly, a little over 2 hours. Let's do a fresh refresh. Kyle's at 23 subs. We need to get Kyle to 100. We need to get fully loaded reviews up to 1,000, and we need to get Chris to 10,000 before the end of the year. Go check out their channels. But the big one is Kyle, because Kyle said if we get him to 100 subs by the end of the year, he will eat 100 Skyline chili conies. We got to see that. So, and it might be shirtless Kyle. Shirtless Kyle in Kentucky in December might be a little chilly. Just throwing it out there.
I see what you did there.
You did. You like that? Yeah.
Or
a little nipply,
A little nitpicky.
a little nitpicky.
Or Kyle, we could hold off until SHOT Show, and you could eat 100 White Castle sliders.
Nobody should do that. I love White Castle. I ain't gonna eat 100 of them.
It would have to be like Thursday.
No, because I don't want to fly home. I would not want to be on that flight home.
Oh, I feel bad for the yeah.
Mike Rutledge. There you go. Yeah, it might have been Ritland, but I didn't. I've never heard him talking about being a pilot, so that's why I was saying that. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Go check out the Gun Owners of America. Go check out Fully Loaded Reviews. Go check out Chris from the 740, and go check out our good friends at Anderson Manufacturing. More importantly, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. Whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or not, enjoy your families. Enjoy I love Christmas times. Everyone seems happier, right? Like it's just a more festive time. Everyone's kind of happy in life, and I love that. When we get into that thing, it reminds me of September 12th, 2001, when everyone was just like came together, right? It was like that feeling of everyone was like, all right, we're one. But anyways, yeah, hope you guys have a great, we'll see you next week. We're gonna have some fun doing a little game show style thing next week. We'll have fun with that. But get to the range, be more proficient, enjoy your freedoms of being an American, one of which is to keep and bear arms. We'll see you guys next week. Semper Fi.